Now in this short video, I'm going to prove to you that there is a creator and that there is a God. So let's just look at something as small as a rose. So we could see these two nice roses here, and then we try to think, how can one create, how does a rose come into existence? You can have all the laboratories and all the scientists for thousands of years, maybe millions of years. They'll never be able to come up with a rose or even the seed of a rose. So that's because when God created the earth, God also created the plants. So he probably created the rose first, and then the rose bared seed after its kind. So we could see that even though the seed of a rose is very small and it looks simple, that actually there is one of the most complex designs we've ever seen about a seed inside of one. So something like this, with the way that there's millions of atoms and the way the DNA structure, we could see that this doesn't come by normal nature, that this does come by intelligent design. So that is how we can tell that there is a creator, because the only way to explain, to have a rose come into existence, is by a creator. And we can also see in the DNA structure of the rose seed that there is, yes, the double helix and both the strands of the DNA. That represents the both chromosomes of the DNA structure, which translates to us in English as the male and female chromosomes, or the sexes of the plants. That's why the only way to get the seed to bear into a plant is the pollination. So when unbeliever of God, they ask me, give me one reason of proof that God exists. Well, I say, I'll give you 10,000, because just look at actually probably a million, because look at every species of plants, every species of fruit. Like the banana, where did that come from? It came from creation, and then has a seed, and then bared fruit after its kind. So if we do just that, and we look at all the plants and all the fruits and all the vegetables, we could see there's 10 million reasons why God exists. And then I had someone tell me, no, it's not true, because a mushroom doesn't have a seed, it comes from cow dung. But no, actually the mushroom does come from the seed of pollination, because when a mushroom is growing, it bears the seed under the ground and through the air, leading us to believe that God probably created the mushroom seed as well, even though they like a fertile ground like the the dung. But we could see that there's no other explanation, like there's no chemicals or anything that comes together that could ever form a seed. So then I had someone ask me about the DNA. They said, well, what about RNA? Doesn't RNA be able to create a plant or fruit, whatever, this and that? And I said, well, basically no, because RNA is different from DNA, as in RNA is just the transport chemical that brings the sugars and transports it. So that's how come RNA couldn't be responsible for the origin of seeds or plants or anything else for that matter, because the RNA is just a substance that is a counter component.